welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Monica, and today I'm bringing you a video sharing all of my cold weather essentials. We're starting to get into cooler / colder weather. It's just getting a little drier outside. I tend to struggle with dry skin, kind of having to combat that every time this kind of weather rolls around, every time this time of year rolls around. And so I just wanted to share with you guys some absolute necessities that I have to have in my routine when it starts to get a little colder outside. We're gonna cover some body stuff, we're gonna cover some face stuff, and then one makeup product. I'm gonna do it vloggy style. Obviously, I'm coming to you in this part from my normal filming setup, but we're gonna go all around the house, and I'm gonna share with you guys the absolute essentials that I think you could benefit from using if you also struggle with what I struggle with, combination of dark skin on my face and dry skin all over my body, especially in the winter. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and start going all over the place, and I'm gonna share with you guys what those magic products are. All right, starting off strong, we have this Natrium Phyto Glow Lip Mask. I really love this. Honestly, I just recently really got into a good habit of using this every single night. You can use this during the day, but it is very thick and just moisturizing, so it might be a little much for day to day. But I'm telling you, this has been the main thing that has helped my lips stay not chapped and really nice and moisturized while we transition from warmer weather to cooler weather. I put it on every single night. It is, like I said, very thick, but it's very luxurious, very moisturizing, and helps my lips not get peely because my lips are very prone to that. I have dry combination skin and very, very dry lips. So this has been literally my lifesaver. Another thing that I make sure to put on right before I go to sleep is this hand cream. I get really chronically dry hands in the winter, especially on my right hand. I'm not sure if it's eczema or what. It doesn't itch, but it gets very cracked and dry and just not pleasant. It really kind of hurts and it cracks and bleeds, like my skin on that hand in particular. This I discovered last year, and it literally saved my hands from that, and it has been preventing my hands from getting back to that as we transition once again from the warmer weather to the cooler weather. I just love this stuff so much. I'm not a big lotion person, so when I find any sort of lotion for any part of my body that I enjoy, it's a big deal. And I'm just that person. I can't stand the feeling of lotion, and this just soaks right in. It's almost sort of got this Vaseline look to it, but it's much more lightweight and it soaks right in. It's kind of like a gel lotion, and so I love it so much. I just can't tell you how important this is in my routine every single night to stop my hands from getting dry and cracked. So if you're anything like me and you have acne prone skin, but in the winter it also runs a little dry, this stuff is for you. You gotta try it out. It is a mud mask, but it hydrates at the same time that it targets blemishes, imperfections, and also any sort of breakouts or potential breakouts that might be coming up. I love this stuff so much. It is from the brand Roundlab. I'll link everything below. Honestly, I use this mud mask year round, but especially if I see that my skin is getting a little bit more broken out from drier weather, because that can sometimes happen to me, and I need something to take care of the breakouts, but I don't want to completely dry out my skin. This is the stuff I use. It is amazing. I think it's $15 and it lasts forever. I mean, it doesn't even look like I've used much. I've had it for, I think, 6-ish months now, and I have quite a ways to go before I run out. All right, so on to shower stuff. We've got this Native Moisturizing Body Wash. Love this stuff so much, specifically the moisturizing line for the cooler months. I use the regular line for when I self-tan because it does a great job of not messing with my self-tanner. But in the cooler months, I don't self-tan, so it doesn't matter as much. I just need a lot of hydration, and this line is great for that. It's got a milkier, thicker texture, which is excellent to lock in moisture and add moisture. I just love this stuff so much. I also really love, just to kind of an honorable mention shout out, the Aveeno fragrance-free body wash is really nice as well. Very moisturizing, but more of a gel consistency. This is more milky, like I said. So both of those, though, are my favorites. So you can kind of pick which one you prefer based on your personal preferences of texture, scent, all that good stuff. But I just love this so much, and I love that it comes with a pump. That's another bonus. So does the Aveeno. So if you need something to lock in moisture in the shower, this is the stuff. I love it so much. All right, so we've got this label-less Neutrogena Body Oil. This stuff, guys, is my saving grace in the fall and winter, especially. If you are somebody who you get really cold when you get out of the shower, but you want to moisturize yourself, this is what's going to do it for you. You just put it on your body right after you shower. It's very lightweight, but what it does is lock in the moisture from your body wash, and it also adds a little bit more moisture to that. And you don't have to worry about like applying it very precisely like you would a body lotion. It's so easy. It takes like literally, I think 10 seconds total to get my body from my neck down. I don't put it on my face, of course, but my neck down is where I apply it, and it just does a great job of locking in that moisture, adding some more moisture, and then that way my legs don't get super dry and like scaly looking. I know that's gross, but that's just the truth. This does a great job of hydrating and moisturizing without having to get out of the shower, get chilly, and start shivering while you put on actual body lotion. If you do want to put on lotion, I did already mention this in my summer to fall favorites. I use this in the summer and spring, like when I self-tan, to keep my self-tan on longer. It does a great job of that. But also, if you are the person who you enjoy lotion, it doesn't bother you to get out of the shower and put on lotion from your head to your toes, this is the stuff. It is no nonsense. It's great. It does come in fragranced options, so if you want that instead of just fragrance free, that's fine. I prefer not having a fragrance so I can kind of wear my perfume as I want without it being interrupted by a different kind of fragrance. I love this though. It is so nice, really moisturizing, and like I said, I'm not a big lotion person. This soaks in very, very quickly, almost immediately, so you don't really have to worry about a residue or that like oily feeling. Also, the Neutrogena oil does not feel like oil after it is applied. It just soaks right in and you just feel nice and moisturized. This is the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. Love this stuff. It is very, very thick. It's got this really thick, almost kind of like gel looking lotion, but it's very thick and it's super emollient. It spreads nicely, but it does soak in nicely. I don't really struggle that much with dry patches when I'm using this, and I just cannot recommend it enough. I have been using it for so many years. Like I already discussed, I do have acne prone skin. This does not disrupt that at all. All it does is just soothe my skin. It does have shea butter in it, so if that does tend to be a trigger for your acne, I just wanted to kind of point that out. But I haven't had any problems with it breaking out or clogging my pores or anything like that. For daytime, ironically, I do use the PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. I've discussed why multiple times, but basically their AM version of this has chemical SPF and it breaks me out, and I just use a separate SPF since I have such sensitive skin, and usually I don't do well with American Chemical sunscreen ingredients. This though, it's basically the Skin Renewing Night Cream, but like 50% lighter, so it's really good for day to day. It works so well under makeup, no pilling or anything like that, but it really locks in the moisture from like the moisturizer the night before, the skin renewing one, and it also adds some moisture itself. I love this so much. So lightweight, but also really nice and moisturizing. It soaks in nicely, and like I said, it works so well with makeup. I have dry eye, so my eyes water profusely. Even if I get enough rest, sometimes they still water, and I have to have products that kind of help that situation as much as possible. And one of the ways I do that is by having a nice moisturizing eye cream, because when my eyes water, it dries out the outer corner of my eyes. This does such a great job of just really moisturizing and hydrating that area. I mean, it does a great job of moisturizing and hydrating all over your under eye, but especially on that outer corner where tears may gather or your eyes water. Like, I know because I've had to put this to the test. So if you have dry eye or really dry under eyes, you have got to try this out. It is a lifesaver. So if you're anything like me, you have also had problems finding the perfect powder for fall and winter. Maybe your summer powders just don't work in the fall and winter. Maybe they're a little bit heavy like mine are. They can look a little cakey because your skin's a little bit drier. I do have a combination skin that leans dry in the winter, and so I have been searching high and low for quite a few years for a powder that does a good job of kind of making you look a little bit more matte after makeup application, but also maintaining sort of a glow so your skin doesn't look too cakey, too dry, but also doesn't get too glowy throughout the day. This has been the find of the century for me on that. It is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Filter. I can't live without this. It does such a great job of finishing off your makeup. Your makeup looks nice and smooth and a little bit more matte, but it also maintains a little bit of a healthy glow look, and it doesn't make your skin look super dry and cakey and powdery. I love this stuff. It definitely is more of a finishing powder than it is like a powder foundation. I usually use more powder foundation type products in the summer and spring when it's a little bit warmer, because it adds that extra oomph to the end of my makeup and helps make sure that my makeup lasts. But in the fall and winter, my makeup lasts a little bit better, of course, because I'm not sweating as much, I'm not getting as warm. but I also need something to finish my routine off because I personally can't just go without powder, and this has been the saving grace. All right, so that is it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys will try some of these products, and if you do, I hope you love them because they are great, and most of them are pretty inexpensive, so you definitely don't have to spend too much to actually have products that really work for dry skin needs. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video though, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell down below, and also subscribe to my channel if you have not already. If you're still kind of in the fall mood, I have a whole fall playlist, and that includes videos from this year that I filmed, and it also includes videos that I have uploaded in the past during fall. But if you're not really in the mood for that, just check out the rest of my other content, see if you like what I put out there. Vlogmas is coming, so if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe. And if you happen to see things on my channel that you like and you're not subscribed, subscribe like I said, because I'd love to have you become a part of my family over here long term. But for now, that is it. So I hope you guys have the best rest of your day, and I will go ahead and see you guys in my next video. Bye!